I hope you're seeing the right screen. So, are you seeing the slides? Are you seeing the slides?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, we will get started with our pranam mantra. Together. Om
Ajnanatimirandasya Ajnanjrashalakaya Dakshavam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhisham Sapitam Nera Bhute Swayam Rupam Yadamayam Dadati Sapitam Tikam
Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam. Sorry, Dadati Padantikam. Vandeham
Shri Guru Shri Adavata Kamal
Kamalam
Shri Guru Vaisavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunam Talpijam Sadvaitita Savadutam Vaijanita Sadvaita Krishna Vaita Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lata Shivamscha
Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvita
Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dira Bandhu Jagamate Kopesha Kopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostite Tapte Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavan Vrije Rishibhanu Sute Devi Gauruvani Pacharini Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Swayam Rupam Gadamayam Dadati Stapitam Tikam Swayam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Swayam Rupam Gadamayam Dadati Stapitam Tikam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimati Namaste Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Krishna
Let's say Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Radharam
Vivasadi Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
Hare Krishna
Who wants to go first? Hare Krishna Mantra.
Hare Rama Hare
Who wants to go first? Yes, Madhav, go ahead.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Madhav. Where is the next person? Is Jadurani. Go ahead.
Can I sing 2 times?
Okay, 2 times.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Thank you so much, Jadurani. You don't need to put the pencil in your mouth. You can take it out. Okay. Good, good. Yes, Ryan, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Mataji, look what I have. It was a finger yesterday.
What is it? It's a dragon?
It's a Bakugan. Is it a crab?
Bakugan.
Bakugan? Is it? Yeah, it's a dragon one. It's a dragon one.
Yeah. Okay,
And
Palvez.
what?
Ryan, I saw my friend named Mohammed and Kyler in my first grade class. They had bakigons. Is it the round ones that you throw on the ground and it makes this kind of shape?
Okay, how about we do?
Yeah, it transforms.
Okay, Palvez goes next.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Palvez. That was very nice. Yes, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Krishna. That is very sweet. Yes, sweet Tushita.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Sushita. Beautiful Balavrinda. Please go ahead.
Guys, can I go 2 times?
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama
Okay. Very beautiful. That was like, yeah, like going to a Kirtan festival and hearing the music. Wow. Very nice. Thank you so much, Balavrinda. Anish, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Anish. That was very nice. Achintya. Hi, Achintya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. That was very quick. Thank you, Achintya. Is this your first class? Or have you been joining this week?
Same class.
Okay.
Come.
Nice to see you. Devash.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Very sweet. Thank you so much, Devash. And whom do we have here? Our Pandit. Raghav Pandit, please come. You have to unmute yourself, Kane.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That was a very sweet tune. Thank you so much, Raghav. Okay, I think everybody got a chance. Now, if you all remember, we just finished the 21st quality of Lord Krishna yesterday. Does anyone know what that quality was? Do you remember?
Krishna.
Krishna help.
No.
Yeah.
Here.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Pure.
100% pure.
Today the Krishna's 22 quality
22nd quality.
self-control.
Yes, it is the quality of self-control. This is a quality we all need to learn for sure in our life. When we see some dessert like nice yummy cake, what do you all say? You want or you don't want?
I want.
You want. Yeah. But what if that cake is kept in a bakery and we are not supposed to have that cake there?
It will have egg.
Huh? So then we will say, oh no, we exercise the quality of self-control. We have to say, no, this is not meant, this is not something we can eat. This is not Krishna Prasadam. So let us close our eyes to it and walk away. Okay, so that's where you exercise your self-control. So Krishna also is supposed to be.
I do that, Mataji.
You do that? Very good, very good. So Krishna is the most self-controlled personality. Let us see how. Okay, so a person who can control his senses fully is called a Vasi, or a self-controlled person. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, this is the definition given from Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, as translated and as summarized by Srila Prabhupada in his Nectar of Devotion. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada says that one who can control his senses fully is called self-controlled personality. Okay, so in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it talks about how Lord Krishna, how many wives did he have? How many wives? He had
1,000.
He had 16,108 queens. Okay. So each one of those queens of Lord Krishna, they were so beautiful. And they used to have a very sweet smile. They were very shy. And they could captivate the minds of all the demigods. Okay. But even after their very, very exquisite beauty, they could not even capture the mind of Lord Krishna, or they could not agitate his mind. Okay, they could not make him feel like, oh, I need to go and see my dear wife. No. Okay, each and every one of those queens were so captivating. They were so beautiful. Okay, but Krishna did not ever feel agitated, or Krishna did not have any troubles because of that. So Krishna he is the supreme controller. He is known as, we all know there's a word in the
Supreme personality of Godhead.
Okay, yes, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he is the supreme controller of all senses. And for this, Krishna is known by a name. Does anyone know what that name is? It is
Vrinda.
what did
Mataji Vrinda is saying Rishikesh.
Rishikesha. Very good, Vrinda. Yes. Rishikesha is the master of senses. So, because Krishna, he is the master of all of our senses, and he is the supremely self-controlled personality. So, Krishna is known as Rishikesha. Okay. So, otherwise, there is no possibility of anyone in this world being able to manage 16,000 wives, so many wives, right? But the Supreme Lord, he is so merciful to everybody, and he is so good at reciprocating with each and every one of us, that he is able to accept everybody as, I mean, all of those queens as his own, and still not show any partiality, not be too overly attached to any one of his queens. Okay. So sometimes you would think, oh, Krishna had so many queens. So that is just like any other husband in this world. But he is completely transcendental. And because Lord is completely transcendental, all of his relations are also transcendental. They are very pure in their relationship. So Krishna's relationship, even with his wives, was very pure. Okay. So the queen's beauty was so captivating, but Krishna could not be attracted. And so the Lord is known by another word, which is known as Atma Rama. So Lord Krishna is known as one who is completely self-sufficient. Okay. When do we lose our self-control? When we need something from the outside, right? Oh, I see this very nice. I don't know if you all eat chocolate or nice lollipop. I want that, right? So that is something from outside. But if we feel like, oh, yes, I have everything I need, I don't need anything more. Like when you go to the toy store, don't you feel like you need this toy and that toy, and you want all the toys in the store, right? But oh, here, that is because when we lose our self-control, then we kind of have a feeling that, oh, I need everything in this place. But Krishna is self-sufficient. So Krishna is Atma Rama, and he does not need anyone's help from outside. Okay. So he has pastimes. He loves to, dance with all the gopis. He loves to be with all of the queens of Dwaraka. Huh? And he loves to socialize with everyone. And he shows so much affection to his dear devotees. But Krishna on his own is very satisfied. Okay. So because of that reason, the queens, they could not satisfy the Lord just by their beauty. Okay. But how did they satisfy the Lord? How can we satisfy the Lord? By our affection, by our sincere servitude, by sincere service to the Lord, we can actually attract the Lord's attention. Okay. So we have to perform, that's why we call it devotional service. We have to perform loving service with deep devotion. Then the Lord will be very satisfied. Okay. So okay, if you think about it, okay, do you know what the meaning of senses are?
That you can smell things.
What did you say?
You can smell things.
Yeah, okay, yes. One, we have the sense of smell, we have the sense of touch, we have the sense of taste, right? With your tongue, you can taste things. With your skin, you can touch and you can feel, right? And with your eyes, you have the sense of sight. So these are your senses, okay? This is how you perceive the whole world around you, okay? When the senses, so when we start utilizing these senses, okay, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, and our skin, touch, okay, so all of the senses, so with our eyes we can see. When we are using it to see everything in this material world, then it is mundane. But when we use the same eyes to see the form of Lord Krishna, or when we use the eyes to see all the holy places of the Supreme Lord, or even if we are seeing the devotees of the Lord, then we are slowly beginning to engage in something beyond this material world. Same way, okay, we can honor Krishna Prasadam. That's how we make sure that our sense of taste is purified. So same thing. So we can smell the flowers that are offered to the Supreme Lord, right? After they are offered, we can get it and we smell those garlands. So like that, everything can be controlled when we engage it in serving the Supreme Lord. Okay, so simply by, if we think, okay, we meditate for so many thousands and thousands of years, like there was the sage called Vishwamitra. He meditated for so long that Indra started getting worried. Oh no, this Vishwamitra might be taking, yeah, my position. So let me go and send one of my beautiful apsaras to disturb him. And so even after he was meditating for thousands and thousands of years, when he heard the sound of the apsara Menaka, when he heard her dancing, all of a sudden he disturbed, right? So he lost his self-control there. So even if we do the various yoga systems, it's not going to help us develop self-control. We can only develop self-control when we are engaging our senses in serving the Supreme Lord. Okay. So Srila Prabhupada said, I am giving the chance to use it. So my senses, that is not my senses. I have not created my hand. So Srila Prabhupada says this hand is created by Krishna. Okay. So through how does Krishna create it? Through this material nature. So I am using this hand, and based on how I use it, I can determine if I am using it in the right mood or not. Okay. So that's what Srila Prabhupada has a little more to say. So let us look at a pastime. I think you might all know the story, but if you don't know, you can hear it. Okay. So this is about Lord Krishna and the gopis of Vrindavan. So one time, okay, we all know that Lord Krishna, he had so many gopi friends. Okay. So these gopi friends knew Krishna is very naughty. He's very playful. So according to them, Krishna is not a self-controlled person. Okay. And he is not a brahmachari. Do you know brahmachari? Brahmachari is a celibate. It is when you are a student, yeah, that time you don't engage in any relations with anybody outside, right? So that is, or so that is what is known as brahmachari. Okay, so that person should not be dealing so closely with like the other gopis or the other matajis or the other ladies. Okay, so then they are known as brahmacharis. Okay, and they don't get married. Okay, so those are the brahmacharis. But now what happens is, one day Krishna, he was playing with the gopis, and then he realized that Durvasa Muni has come and he is on the other side of the river Yamuna. So he said, oh my dear gopis, Durvasa Muni has come. So you need to offer him some nice prasadam, nice offerings. Okay. And he said that Durvasa is a Nitya Upavasi. Means Durvasa Muni, he only survives on Durva grass. He doesn't eat anything in general. So Krishna said he doesn't need anything, but if you offer him nice prasadam, definitely he will honor it. So all the gopis said, definitely we will go. So Radharani and all the other gopis, they made nice preparations and they went to the river to cross the river so that they could go to meet Durvasa Muni. So what happened? The river Yamuna, it was very heavily flooding. So at that time, the gopis were like, see, there is no boat to cross, Krishna, and the river is very heavily flooding. What do we do? So Krishna said, don't worry. You just tell the Yamuna that there is a Nitya Brahmachari and he has asked you to give way to these gopis. And when she hears this, she will definitely give you way. Okay, so the gopis were like, oh, really? Who is this Nitya Brahmachari? Nitya Brahmachari means one who in his day-to-day life, every day, like sincerely he is following brahmacharya. Okay, he is a celibate. So they were like, oh, who is this Nitya Brahmachari? So Lord Krishna said, I am that Naishtika Brahmachari. And the gopis were laughing. They were so surprised. See, Krishna, you're always dancing with us and you're saying you're a brahmachari? How can that be? Hmm. And so they were like, okay, but if you have to cross the river, we have to say this, let us try. Okay, so they obeyed Krishna and they said, oh Yamuna, there is a Naishtika Brahmachari and he has asked you to give us way so that we can go to the other side. So immediately the river parted and it gave them way so that they could cross the river. Okay, now when they went to the other side, they saw the sage Durvasa Muni and they offered him all the nice preparations. Okay, and the sage, he ate one after the other, all the dishes he ate so nicely. Okay, and he liked all the food, and so he blessed the gopis. Now the Yamuna is still flooded, so they were worried. Now what do we do? Yamuna is still flooded and we have no way of getting to the other side. So they asked Durvasa Muni, see, we were able to cross towards this side, but we have no boat to go. We want to go back to Krishna. So can you please help us? So Durvasa Muni said, oh, I will help you. You can go to the Yamuna and tell her that this Nitya Upavasi, so the one who never takes food, he's referring to himself. The one who never takes food has asked you to give way, and then she will help you. Okay, again the gopis were shocked because they understood Durvasa Muni is referring to himself, and they were thinking, but they can't ask him this question. So they were wondering, he just ate all the food that we offered and he is calling himself someone who doesn't eat anything. How is that even possible? But they go to the river Yamuna and they say, okay, this Nitya Upavasi has asked you to give us way. And so immediately again the river parted. It gave way for the gopis. And then the gopis were able to cross and they reached the other side. Now when they reached the other side, they were so confused. What is going on here? So they go to Krishna and they ask Krishna, my Lord, I have no idea how you call yourself a Naishtika Brahmachari and how Durvasa Muni can be a Upavasi. So Krishna said, okay, and how the river agreed that these two are truths. So Krishna said, it is the truth. That is why the river agreed. Okay, and the reason is because we are directly attaching things to our soul. We don't consider anything for our body. Okay, so the soul is eternal, right? So the soul does not marry and the soul does not eat anything. And so I am a Naishtika Brahmachari and Durvasa Muni is an Upavasi. Okay, when we realize that we are just the soul, then we will be able to live peacefully. When we realize, oh, we have this body, we have to buy nice clothes for the body, we have to have a nice place for the body, so many requirements start coming, right? Then we won't have any peace of mind. We won't be happy in life. So he said, this is the explanation for why Krishna is called Naishtika Brahmachari. So he is very self-controlled is our main point. Okay, Krishna is the controller of his senses as well as us. Now we have a verse from the Bhagavad Gita. I would like you kids to raise your hand and you can read a few lines from this translation and purport. Who wants to read the verse? Yes, Balavrinda. Panchad.
Come closer, Linda. This computer voice cannot come on.
Thank you so much, Balavrinda. Who wants to read the translation? Ryan, will you read? Only translation.
Yes, Mataji. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanaya. Arjuna blew the Didabas was in beam was in the water station in eaten
Eater
and
and performer of
the
Herculean
performer
task.
of her human task blew the terrific conch shell called
Founder.
Panditandya.
Yes. So here you see Panchajanyam Rishikesho. So Rishikesha, that's how the Lord is known. So why is the Lord known as Rishikesha? Madhav, please read the first 3 lines, okay, till here. Oh, can you read, Madhav?
Mataji, he raised the hand for shloka.
Oh, okay. You want to say the shloka, Madhav? Okay, say.
Patajanyam Vashekos Kesha
Rishikesho.
Devatattam Dahanta Jaya Padam Dadmo Mahashankam
Bhimakarma.
Pema Karma Vekodaraha. Thank you, Mataji.
Jai Hari Bol.
Very good, Madhav. Palvit, can you read?
Panchajanya Rishikesh.
Not okay. Palvit, you know how to read, right? So you read the purport, first 3 lines of the purport.
Okay. Lord Krishna repaired to have Rishikesha in this verse because he is the owner of all senses. The living entities are part and parcel of him, and
Therefore,
entities are also part and parcel
part and parcel,
of his senses. The
personalist.
impersonalist cannot account for the senses of living entities, and therefore they are always
Anxious.
access to all living
Describe all living
entities
entities.
and senses or impersonal.
Thank you. Balavrinda, you want to read?
Yes,
I don't-
Mataji.
The Lord situated in the heart from there.
The Lord.
The Lord blew
Situated.
The Lord situated in hearts of all living entities directs their senses, but He directs in terms of surrender of living entities, and in the case of pure devotees, He directly controls their senses. Here on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Lord directly controls the transcendental senses of Arjuna, and thus his practical name of Krishna. The Lord has different names according to his different activities. For example, his name is Madhusudana because he killed the demon of the name Madhu. His name is Govinda because he gives pleasure to the cows and to the what?
Senses.
His name is Vasudeva because he appeared as the son of Vasudeva. His name is Devaki Nandan because he accepted Devaki as his mother. His name is Yashoda Nandan because he awarded his childhood pastimes to Yashoda at Vrindavan. His name is Sarathi because he worked as charioteer of his friend Arjuna. Similarly, his name is Rishikesh because he gave directions to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
So the Lord directly controls the senses of the devotees, and Arjuna is a very, very dear devotee of the Lord. So he is directly in control of Arjuna's senses.
Radha also.
Okay. Yes, Deva. Thank you so much.
And Arjuna was actually listening his slokas. I remember I have another class of that as well. So he actually asked the emotion to the last sloka.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Anjana Gopika Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Please take over, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mata.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Palvet. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. We'll do the sloka, okay? From the
Mataji,
beginning.
last two.
Mama Mandari.
Mataji, last but one. Like
Hare
four.
Krishna Mataji, this is Ryan.
Oh, no, this one.
Mataji,
Yamuna.
yeah, we can start from the beginning, Mataji.
Beginning? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, so Nanda Kumar is yes, Mataji, yesterday.
Mataji, Nayana Jamuna, I think, right? Yashwananda Kumar is over, right? No, Mataji? Mataji, last week we did Yashwananda Kumar.
Yeah, okay. Mama mana mandire.
Mama Mandari.
Rahani Krishna Murari, Shri Krishna Murari,
Krishna Murari.
Priti Malachanda, Tuminiyo Heniyo, Chitananda, Jivana Maranata Pujani Veda, Sundar He Manahari, Esonanda Kumar, Nanda
Kumarananda Mama Ave Prima Prabhide Ardi Dumarin
Next, mother, this just practice. Nayana Jamuna, Hare Nayana Jamuna, Hare Aniba, Rahe Giridhari, Tomara, Tomara Birahe, Giridhari. Okay, one more time. Okay, Nayana Jamuna, Hare Aniba, Tomara Birahe Giridhari. Okay, maybe they can sing. Okay, one by one you can sing. Try this verse only. Yeah, go ahead. Who wants to sing? Balabrinda, who is already raised the hand? You can all raise the hand. Who wants to sing?
It's 5 and 6 today.
5 only. You can do 5. That's fine. We were just practicing. You can only do the 5. Fast, okay? Madhav, go ahead, Madhav.
Nayana Jamuna.
Raniya Vibak. Tumara Vidahe. Anivada.
Bikram. Thank you, Madhav. Bikram and Kasi.
Madhavji, do we only have to do this part?
This 5 only. You can only do the 5. Nayana, Nayana Jamuna, Jariyani Ba.
Naina
Tomara birahe giridhari. Palvir, go ahead, Palvir.
Mataji, is it number 5?
Yes, yes.
I
number
need
5.
help.
Okay,
I need
Nayana Jamuna,
Nayana Jamuna,
Jariyani Ba.
Hani Aviyan,
Jariyani Ba.
Janare Anibar,
Tomara birahe.
so
Tomara. Tomara birahe.
Tumara Hene,
Tomara.
Tumara
Birahe.
Giridhari.
Giridhari. Devas Bala, go ahead, Devas.
Nayana Jamuna
Nayana Jamuna,
Jareyani Ba.
Jare Anibar,
Tomara Virahe
Tumara Vidare,
Virahe
Virahe,
Giridhari.
Giridhari.
Thank you. Tusita, can you say?
Naina Jamuna, Jai Hari Baat, Tumara Virohe Giridhari.
Yes. Zadurani, go ahead, Zadurani. Zadurani, and Krishna. Okay. Yes, go ahead. Mhm.
Giridhari.
Very nice. Krishna, go ahead. Then we can.
Nayanan Juman
Jamuna. Nayana Jamuna.
Juna
Jariyani Ba.
Jayana Iba
Tomara birahe giridhari.
Ramana Hivi Adi.
I think that much. Okay.
Balavrinda.
Balavrinda, go ahead, Balavrinda.
Nayana Jamuna, Hari Hare Giridhari.
Thank you, Mataji. Indu Mataji, please take over.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much, Gopika Mataji. Thank you, dear children, for joining. Now we will have a special class by Her Grace Preeti Vilasni Mataji. So if you all have time,